guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things Monday to makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you'd subscribe for my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, we're talking trash. If you want to hear my last quarter's worth of empties, so that is July, August, and September, except for the last week of September, because I'm filming this a week early, because my box is full, to the brim full. I have so much in front of me. So if you want to hear everything that I have emptied out and my thoughts on it, then let's go ahead and get into it. So we have 4 categories for my empties. We have yes, 100% repurchase, things that I would repurchase, but only if they were on sale, things that I would accept if someone gifted them to me because I wouldn't be mad about that, but I would never go out and purchase them, would not spend my own money on them. And then we have no. Just no. Dislike, bad, no, awful, horrible for me. So we're going to start with the bad, work our way all the way up to the good this time. So for the no category, we got a spendy guy. This is the Miss Dior Parfum. Very cute little bottle. There is still just the tiniest bit in there, but I can't get that out. And this guy doesn't come off. It doesn't twist or anything. And I don't have an atomizer, so that little bit's stuck in there. But beautiful bottle. It's very floral. This has jasmine in it. I have learned that I do not like jasmine as a scent in perfume. So I worked my way through this actually very quickly. I think this is a 1.7. It's not going to tell me on here, but it was fine, but I would never want this again. But I worked my way through it, and I'm very proud and happy about that. We have this guy. We have the NYX Pore Filler. I hated the texture of this. It did work. It filled my pores better than some of the other pore filling primers we're going to talk about. I've been trying pore filling primers, a bunch of different ones lately, because I have large pores right here on my cheeks. I have the scar, and then I have large pores on the tip of my nose. And I've just been trying to see if I can do something about that, because I just don't love that look. But this comes out like this. I feel should almost be in a pot or a jar instead of in this, because the texture of this is just god-awful. And because of the mechanism that it's in and the texture, I can't do it. Can't do it. The product itself and the way it performs is actually very good. It's very similar to the, it's not similar, but it does a similar thing to the Easy Blur. We'll talk about that more when we get there. We have from Haru Haru, this is the Wonder Skin Black Bamboo Mist. I just didn't like this. I didn't like the scent of this, and this might sound like a very dumb pet peeve, but this bottle was too tall to fit in my skincare fridge, so it was never cold, and my spray is my last step in my skincare routine, and so all of my other skincare is nice and cold, and then this guy was room temperature, and that pissed me off. So, ow! It's one of those things that, like, it just wasn't a good enough mist for me to want to keep it. The mister on it was nice, so I might keep that, because this is much easier to open than my Milani bottle that I've been decanting sprays into. So I might keep the bottle, plus it's cute. I like the green ombre, so actually I might keep that out. Keep the bottle. Then we have, looks horrible, but this is the COSRX. It's the Snail Mucin Essence. And as you use it, it rubs completely off. I just wouldn't use this again because it did nothing. Like, normally an essence for me does at least something. And this did nothing. This was literally an extra step for the hell of being an extra step. And I don't enjoy that. It didn't even feel great. Like, it just felt fine. So, no. Then we have this guy. This is Makeup Forever's Pore Minimizer. Hated this. Hated the texture of this. It did nothing for my pores. I hated the smell of it. I hated everything about this guy. So, no. This is from Kors, and it's their Greek yogurt probiotic skin supplement serum. This made my skin burn every time I used it, and I didn't realize it was this that was doing it. So I really liked this, but I obviously was having a reaction to it, which I now know that. I figured that out towards the end of using it. So wouldn't want it again due to that, but I did really like it, which makes me upset. Now we got some foil packets. So from Ava NYC, I have their hydrating shampoo and conditioner. Hated these. So let's see, let's talk about the shampoo first. The shampoo felt stripping. It was super thick and it barely lathered onto my scalp. And it left my hair extremely tangled. So no thank you. The conditioner was very, very thick and sticky. It left my hair also tangled once dry, and it left a sticky residue in my hair. Barely workable into the hair in the shower. So no thank you on those products. Then I have both of my samples from Herborian. So we have the shade Claire and Dore. So Claire just never turned a shade on me at all. It stayed white like SPF. So hated that. Felt nice on the skin, but hated that it just stayed like a milky white. It was very hard to cover up with foundation. The Dore shade actually worked out really nicely. It was a much better shade for me. I just don't need a tinted SPF CC cream type product. So I don't even think I'd want more samples of these. I love this brand of wipes. These are the Precision Beauty wipes, and the other three, because this is a 4-pack, the other 3 scents are in a different category, but this scent, this is rose water, and I can still smell it from here. I hate rose scents, but this one being rose water, and like if I had to get that one with the 4-pack, I mean, I'd deal with it, but gross. Speaking of wipes, I have 2 more wipes in the no category. So these are Envy wipes. I'm actually really enjoying these from Marshall's now. But this scent, the cucumber scent, was also just awful. It was it smelled like cucumbers, but it was gross to use. So I would not get the cucumber ones again. And then these wipes, this is my last one of these Mask Lab wipes. This brand is horrible for wipes. They're so dry and you just need so many instead of so I'm using the Envy wipes right now. I need 1 wipe for my entire makeup look, and basically up until I'm doing other things, like while I'm filming everything, I need 1 wipe. That's it. These I needed 3 or 4, and that's just wild to me. So no thank you. I have 1 more sample in the no category, and this is from Vanessa Myricks, and it's the Yummy Skin. So I used these 2 shades. So I had 3P, which was too light for me. It was dry on the skin. It braked up immediately, but it ended up meshing in my skin, and it ended up being okay. And then I have 5G. So 3P is pink, and then the G is golden. 5G was a much better shade, which is wild, because I would never choose a golden for me at all. But it is a little gold. I did put that, but it's the middle of summer, so when I use these. I think something in between these 2 shades would be my perfect shade match if I were to pick this out. I threw out the other samples because they were too dark, and I was not going to use this as contour. It was way too drying, so no thank you. I have 1 of my Julep shadow sticks in the no category. This one is in the shade Clay Matte, which is the pinkier toned one. I just didn't love this tone of color. I love the Julep shadow sticks. I have another one in my yes category, but in the no is the Clay Matte, just due to the shade. And last but not least, we have 2 brow products. The first one being this Sephora It's just their waterproof brow pencil, and I have it in the shade 1.5 taupe. So this guy is a no, because I only got 1 week of use out of this brow pencil because it was so hard. It broke constantly. There's cat hair in the spoolie. The shade was really nice, but the formula of it was awful. And then this guy, this is from Julep Beauty. So this is a duo. So we have a pencil on one end and a gel on the other. This is their Brow 101, and I have it in taupe. So I used up the entirety of the pencil, which is why this is in my empties. Loved the pencil. If I could just buy the pencil, I would buy the pencil because I loved it. It was a beautiful formula and a beautiful color. But I am not using this goopy, gross fiber brow gel. So that's a declutter, which, let me know. I would make it a separate video this time, but I have a whole box of decluttered products that I've set aside. Would you guys like to see that? Just to be nosy? Because I could show you before we do my big declutter at the end of the year. But this is a declutter. I'm not going to use that brow gel. So, but I did use up the pencil. And that is everything in the no category. Ow. So now in the things I would accept if they're gifted, the other big fragrance that I finished in this quarter, this is the Viktor & Rolf Flower Bomb Extreme. It was very flowery, but it was nicer than the Dior. And if I got this, because I got this through Influencer, basically any perfume or cologne you see me use, I get through Influencer. It was a nice day. I was looking for the words. It was a nice daytime scent, but I would not go out and spend the money on this, even on sale, because there are other Viktor & Rolf scents, because I have 2 more from them. They send me a lot of the bomb ones. I'm working on the Spice Bomb right now, which I love this packaging. This one's my favorite packaging, but I have the silver one too. And that one's my favorite scent of the 3. But yeah, I love, it's cute and it's girly, and I kind of want to keep these empty bottles. Haven't decided yet, so maybe I should put these aside and see what Ian thinks about that. Because, like, this is the first time in my life I've finished, like, perfumes. Speaking of fragrance, I also finished the Bath & Body Works Leather and Brandy. You can't get this anymore. Like, unless you're going to go on a resale site and find this, Bath & Body Works does not sell this as a scent fragrance anymore. They sell it in, like, soaps and wallflowers and whatnot. So if I could find it, I mean, I would. If somebody had this and they gifted it to me, I would use it. I love this so much. I loved this scent. And I don't even like body sprays like this anymore. I'm into colognes and perfumes. These don't do it for me. But this one, Leather and Brandy, oh, it smells so good. I will miss you. We have 2 little sample packs. So we have, and they're both from CeraVe. We have the Ultra Light Moisturizing Gel, which I liked, but I'm just not a huge CeraVe fan. It was still thick for being a gel, and that's how I feel about their products. All their products are thick on the skin. And then I also had the Facial Moisturizing Lotion that has SPF 30 in it, and it was fine. It had a white cast that took forever to sink in and go away. So, do with that what you will. We have another brow product. This is from love+craft+beauty. This is also a duo. So, finished the pencil. I only got 10 days of use out of the pencil. It was actually a dark brown shade. This is in the shade Mercury Mocha. But I really liked how dark it was. Makes me want to not get a taupe shade for once. But on this side, it's got one of these liners. Don't like this. Learned that the liner tip pen is not for me. So I'm decluttering the liner side. But I used up the pencil. I have the Benefit Professional, the original primer. I don't understand the hype. Didn't love it. If someone gifted this to me, I would use it, but I wouldn't purchase it because I don't get the hype. It wasn't that great. I'm pretty sure this facial cleanser is discontinued, but it's so dirty from sitting on my sink, but that's how you squeeze it out, and I love that. It's the Kate Somerville Gentle Daily Wash, and that literally is what it is. It's a gentle wash. It's non-stripping. It foams up, like it bubbles. It doesn't even foam. It bubbles up a little bit. There's no scent. This is just really nice and easy. Loved. This was teetering between the no category and the gifted category. This is the Biro Apple Matcha Tea Clearing Toner. And I just don't know if I like exfoliating toners is my whole to-do. For an exfoliating toner, this was nice and it did its job. I think for Biro prices, this should be glass and not plastic. Because, I mean, I got this in BoxyCharm, so I paid $5 technically, if you want to do, like, the math. But it retailed for, like, $68, and it's plastic. So, and last but not least, we have two face masks. This one is, who are you from? I don't know. But it's the Mangosteen facial mask, and it was like a bamboo sheet mask. It was nice. Nothing to write home about. It was nice. I got this as a free gift with a Mercari order. So, and then we have the Dr. Jart Porecting Solution. I have 4 more of these. So, but I wouldn't buy them. One, because of price. Dr. Jart is expensive and these face masks are expensive, but these bubble up on your face. Like they're a sheet mask, but they bubble. So it is really cool, but honestly, the biggest reason I wouldn't repurchase these is due to price. And I don't feel like this one, like this mask in particular, does a whole lot. Like the bubbling doesn't do much. It's kind of unnecessary. I kind of want to try some other masks from Dr. Jart, but this I feel is more just like a fun little self-care thing than actually really doing much for your skin, at least for my skin. I don't feel like it did much of anything. Now, as a little intermission break, because I'm not categorizing these anywhere, I have 4 sponges and 3 poofs that I used. So first we have the little bitty baby guy. This was horrible to use. I'm never using a tiny sponge again. And then these are all, are they all? No. Who are you from? So this is a random sponge that I have no idea who or where it's from. But this is my preferred shape of sponge, where it's got the flat edge. I like this over the teardrop. And then these ones are both Real Technique sponges, which are my favorite sponges. And then I got this little poofy guy, which is like almost silicone. It's such an interesting texture. And then I got this little powder puff that barely looks used, and that is because the edge on this was scraping my face, so I threw that out. And then I have my Kimchi Chic puff, because this guy is done. But this puff, if he just sold these puffs, best puff ever. So now we're going to get into the things that I would purchase if they were on sale. And we're going to start with face masks and makeup wipes, because I've got a million of them. So these are the rest of that set that the rose water was in. So I have coconut. I actually like this cucumber scent. And then vitamin C. And I count these as on sale because it's Marshall's. These are $5 for 4 of them, and I love getting them. So honestly though, now that I've used these Envy wipes, I would use those over this, but I would still buy these if they were there. Then we have, this is from Pacifica, and this is their vegan ceramide under eye and smile line jelly patches. So you got 4 patches and you were to use them here and on your under eyes, and they were just fine. So I love under eye patches, which is why this is in the sale category, but it's not enough for me to put it in the I would buy full price. And then I got a bunch of these are Tony Moly, right? Yes, a bunch of Tony Moly masks. I would buy these on sale because I think for what they are, they're a little pricey, but I love Tony Moly masks. So I used this one today. I used the I'm Rose, and this was, oh, is it gonna tell me what they were for? No, but I know this one was vitalizing because I used it today. And it actually didn't smell that bad. Like, it only smelled like rose when I ripped the packet open, and then after that, the smell pretty much dissipated. But these masks are super, like, moist. I have the I'm Strawberry, the I'm Pearl, which I think is my favorite I've used so far, and then I'm Plum. I still have 3 or 4 more. So you'll be seeing these again, different ones, but you'll be seeing more Tony Moly masks in the next one. So this is not what's in here now, but I did finish my Milani Make It Last setting spray. I told you guys I've been using this to decant other sprays into. So I currently have the Kimchi Chic Stage Proof Matte Setting Spray in here, but I've decanted like 3 setting sprays in here since I've finished this Milani setting spray. But this is long gone. Yeah, if you didn't know, the kimchi spray is like a green tea. So I might throw that in this and see if I like that spray better. We have a couple samples. You know how it be. Samples. So I have from Elta MD. This is their UV Skin Recovery SPF 50. This is just the regular one. Sank into the skin quickly, left me a little shiny with a slight white cast, but it felt amazing on the face and it didn't irritate my eyes. So I would buy that on sale if it was, you know, on sale and I needed an SPF. But I would also purchase this one. This is the Shiseido, what are you? The Synchro Shield SPF 50 Plus. This guy felt like a pore blurring primer with an SPF in one. Like, it felt almost velvety. Oh, no white cast. It didn't irritate my eyes. Like, I would purchase this. But I know how expensive Shiseido is, so it would have to be on sale. And then this guy, this is from Ariana Grande, and this is their Rem Cherry Eclipse fragrance. This smelled so good and like cherries, and I've never had an Ariana Grande perfume because I don't normally like the scents. It was super sweet, super cherry and tart, like sweet but tart. It was delicious. Like, I would absolutely pick up that fragrance. But fragrance, if I'm gonna buy it, it better be on sale. We got a 24-hour brow setter in here. It's just not my favorite brow gel. I'm currently working on a full-size one right now, but it's not horrible. So I would get it on sale if I needed a brow gel and it was on sale. I wouldn't hesitate to purchase it. We have this Hourglass mascara. This is the Unlocked Instant Extensions mascara. This was really nice, but I know Hourglass is also expensive, and I am not in the mood for expensive mascaras, but now I have 2 expensive mascaras that I really like because this was gorgeous. I like this and I like the YSL Lash Clash, so I'd have to see which one's cheaper actually. But I would buy this on sale in a heartbeat. It was gorgeous. The best mascara I think I've used all year. We have a lip oil. And the only reason, this is the Stila lip oil, it was in Moon Dust. The only reason this isn't in the yes category is because it doesn't have a scent / flavor. So you just taste like the ingredients, which is just like a waxy type of thing. And I don't love that. I want my lip oils, specifically my lip oils, to have a flavor to them. So, but it was a beautiful formula. I have from Aromatherapy, this is a bath and shower oil that I got in my Birch box. It's in the scent Revive Morning. I got 2 baths out of this. Oh, my bathroom still smells like this. It was gorgeous. It was so relaxing. It just, yes. But I know it's expensive, so on sale. Last two items in the on sale category we have from Mannakadar, and this is her hydrating face mist. Felt beautiful, but again, Mannakadar is expensive, and this thing's teeny tiny. I run through mists so fast, whether it be setting spray or like just a face mist for my skincare. I go through it like it's literal water, so have to be on sale. And last but not least, we have from Haru Haru Wonder. This is the Black Rice Hyaluronic Toner. I just didn't feel like this did anything. I didn't feel like it really cleansed and got the gunk out of my pores, because that's what I need my toner to do. Like, this felt like it sat on top of the skin as almost like a film. But I feel like if I used this more like an essence, if I were to buy it again, I think I'd like it better. And last but not least, we're going to move into the yes category. All these things are lovely, wonderful, fantastic, amazing. So I went through the NYX Bear With Me spray. I really loved this. It was really nice. Felt amazing on the skin. The mister was okay. Not good enough to keep it, but good enough for me to use it. Then I have this. This is from Aurtier, A-U-R-T-I-E-E-R. This is their Intensive Soothing Collagen Jelly Mist. I got this on Amazon, and it literally is a jelly. There's a tiny bit here at the bottom that I think you can see. It's a jelly in here when you get it. This is so good. I have a backup face mist right now that I got in a box. Otherwise, I would go repurchase it. It's in my Amazon cart right now because I need it. This is amazing. Love, 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 love. I finished, and it's very hard for me to actually finish one of these. This is a Kiss Brush On Nail Glue. This is my preferred, oh, is it glued shut? This is my preferred nail glue for my press-ons. I like Kiss press-ons, but I also like the nail glue. Come on. Oh, the whole brush is gone. Okay. Never mind. But I like the brush tip of that. I think it's easier to use. From Elta MD, we have their UV Skin Recovery SPF 50, but this one has red color correcting, so it has a green tint to it. So this has all the same great benefits of that original one, but this tones down my redness immediately. This was so good. I got rid of the Dr. Jart Cica color corrector because this is better. This is better at getting my redness to go away faster and keeping it away. This had no white cast like the other one had a slight white cast. This had none. Would buy that in a heartbeat when I need a sunscreen. I literally have one use maybe left in this SPF, and then I'm on to my Dr. Jart. I have a stick sunscreen. So once I'm about halfway through that SPF, I'm probably gonna buy the Elta MD one. Let's just finish the skincare, and then we'll get into alright. So this, I think, is kind of skincare. This was an energy patch. This came in my Birchbox. So it had 20 milligrams of CBD that was hemp derived. It had B6, B12, and vitamin D in it. And it was supposed to give you energy. It did. You place it on the inner part of your arm here. It's a patch. It was like drinking a cup of coffee. It lasted the same amount of time. Like, it gave me the same amount of energy and lasted the same amount as one cup of coffee would normally last me. So I thought that that was really interesting and cool. So it's from Fleur Marsh. And it's one of their wellness patches in the energy version, because I know they have a sleep one, and I think they just have a regular wellness one. But yeah. I have from Marie. These are their Marine Collagen Under Eye Patches. These are so good, and they're so pretty. They're like this baby pink color, and they're full of glitter. Like, not glitter that's going to be on your face. It's in the patch. So they're pretty and cute. And they just feel amazing. They stick really well, so they're not sliding all over your face. Because I can't stand that. I love a really good wet sheet mask, but not an under eye mask. We have from Innisfree, this is the Green Tea Seed Hyaluronic Cream. So this is the moisturizer. I have a full size of one of these right now that I got in a box because I picked it because I loved this so much. Me and Innisfree products, we just get along really, really well. I'm currently using the serum, that's this serum. I've tried the Cherry Blossom Cream, which is a gel cream, which I love really, really much. So I also have the Benefit Professional Smooth Sip Smoothing Moisturizer for pores. I love that it came in a little tin. This felt amazing. I would absolutely purchase it. And I know it would come in a big tin. Thought about keeping this tin, but I don't need a little tin. But beautiful. And the last thing for skincare, and then we have some wipes, is from Jeffree Star, and it says lip oil in the Wyoming winter. This lip oil is the reason I'm now getting into lip oils. This is so good. It doesn't really have a scent or flavor, so I want to try the coffee one, and I think he has a strawberry one. And I want to try those because I think that I would like the more flavored ones better. But it left just the hintiest hint of blue on the lips. But it felt amazing. So I do have one of the Aura wipes. So these are the hyaluronic and ceramide wipes. These were fine. I'm using the Envy wipes now still in a hyaluronic one. But these were fine. Would buy them again. I love how big these wipes are. There's 60 wipes in here. They're wet. They work. And when in doubt, when I can't go to Marshall's and get facial wipes and I go to Walmart, I always buy the Equate brand sensitive wipes. I have no idea how many of these I've gone through because when in doubt, this is what I buy when I can't get wipes from Marshall's. So these will always be a repurchase. And we got 5 products left that are makeup and we're done. I finished a NYX glitter glue. I have repurchased mine, but this will always be a repurchase. I love it. I use it almost every day that I do makeup. Like unless I'm using a specific shimmer that doesn't call for it or a cream shadow or something, like I'm using my NYX glitter glue. It is a staple. We have the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer. This so far, and it's silicone free, and maybe that's why my skin and I like it so much, because that's the only real difference I can see besides this and the other blurring primers I've tried. But this just blows all of the other ones out of the water for me, and I would repurchase this in a heartbeat. I really, really would. We have the Morphe, what are you? Translucent Mini Bake and Set Setting Powder. This was the travel size. Like I said, it was in translucent. Wonderful. I would purchase the full size. I currently don't need a powder. I have 2 powders that are full size right now. But when I'm in need of a powder, this rebrand that Morphe has done, I really enjoy. We have from What's Up Beauty. This is a mascara I'm in love with. This is their Watch Me mascara. This wand is so unique and it just coats every lash. And I don't have mascaras that give me curl. This mascara gave me curl. And I know that this is pretty affordable. So 10 out of 10. And last but certainly not least, we have my Julep Shadow Stick in the shade Desert Matte. This is my favorite. This is my second one that I've completely gone through of this color. This is my 3rd shadow stick in total that I've gone through from Julep Beauty. And I'm working on my 4th one right now in the shade Vanilla, which I don't love either. So I didn't love Clay. I don't love Vanilla. Desert Matte is the shade for me, which here, I can swatch just so you can see. So there's Desert Matte. Let me grab out Clay and I'll show you Vanilla so you can just see the difference. So we have Desert Matte, Clay Matte, and Vanilla Matte. And as you can see, I'm sure you can tell why Desert Matte is my favorite. But that is going to do it for my empties for Q3. Like I said, that was July, August, and most of September. I'm missing a week of September's empties, but my bin is overflowingly full, so I think I'll be okay. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.